juice there. Hi everyone, hope you're doing so well. So well, not swell, but swell as well. I'm going to get right into a quick tarot message for those of you that want an update energetically for your divine masculine. However, I pulled cards here for advice for the divine feminine because I know most of my viewers here are in separation or wanting to get back into union. Never mind about you're in separation. You want to get back into union with your person. And I wanted to look and see what type of things you can look into or go for or energetically embody while you're working on this. Because as many of you know, the whole goal is to not focus on your person. Like if you over focus on them, you push them away. Runner chaser or runner chaser, because I feel like the chaser's running too. So I said, okay, so then what can the divine feminine do then in the meantime? Okay, so that's what these cards are all about, advice. But for now, I want to just pull some cards. I'm going to start off with an overall message. I have to say the Enchanted Love Tarot is my new favorite tarot, at least for the end of 2020, because I just love pulling one card. It's yes, no, whatever it is. Everything's in the book. It tells us the description, and it always has some sort of a great story to it. So let's see what comes up for you and your divine masculine right now, energetically. Literally today, okay? Let's see. So when you watch this, we'll say today. The Empress. Okay, we're going to read on that. I haven't read the description for the Empress yet. I was praying it wasn't the Hangman or Judgment, because that keeps on coming up for people. So I keep on having to reread that. And it's not boring, but it's not. I just keep on seeing it, right? Oh, wow. Okay. So usually the cards say yes or no. Some of them say maybe. One of them I saw said yes and no, not or. So this one, I haven't read it yet. And the description here says creativity. Oh, this is beautiful. But it says yes, explanation mark. It's a beautiful thing. I didn't even put that part together. This is a beautiful energy though, because it goes with the divine feminine getting into union, okay? So the Empress walks in her wondrous garden with her beloved daughter following in her footstep, learning the ways of the court and the most benevolent way to rule the nation under their family's authority. Upright, this card represents fertility, political connections, and material wealth that comes from the riches of the land, water, and sky. The Empress indicates a person who is attractive and very creative. Rejoice. Your love life is going to improve in ways that seem to show the guiding hand of a master artist. Your love life is going to improve in ways that seem to show the guiding hand of a master artist. Interesting. In your quest for love, you can expect either to meet or be a person who exemplifies some or all of these qualities or those described below. If it is you that is to emulate the Empress, then you need to give birth. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy, guys, because this message is going to be repeated after the tarot reading in these cards. Okay, I already know what it's going to say. You have to give birth to something that has never been, okay? The Empress symbolizes Mother Nature giving birth to the natural world of love, peace, and beauty. If your question is about having a child, the answer is a very fortunate one. To make certain, pick a card. If it is the Princess of Shells, the answer is almost certainly yes. Making art or inventing something is similar to giving birth, so you may meet an artist or innovator. Your love life and relationships would benefit from you beautifying your appearance and or that of your home, inside and out, in ways that you may not ordinarily consider too expensive or luxurious. Buy flowers for yourself and expect to receive a beautiful bouquet or gift. So this message is so relevant. I'm not going to get into the why because I want the beginning of this reading to be all about you and your person. That's the overall energy for what's coming up here. I do have a tarot deck, and I will definitely, once clarifying all these other cards at the end, which is really advice for how you can come into union, I will definitely be going over that card again because it's come out here in more than many ways. Okay, so let's start by seeing the energy, what's going on right now with your divine masculine. Such a chunky division there. So I'm actually also going to be going through my cards and giving some cards away. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this just yet. First, I want to go through all of them because you know what? You got to get rid of stuff to make room for new stuff. And I've been asking for new cards. And normally I get new cards like abundantly or very quickly. And it's been a little like, here and there. And I'm like, you know what, Jen? I would never give away cards that anyone purchased for me. But I have so many cards I've purchased, so many decks I use that I've purchased or don't use. And I'm going to be giving those away. So super excited to make room. It's the little details, right? And that's along with your thoughts. It's the little details. Whoa, okay. I don't know. Did that flip over? It's over. I just said it's over, guys. I'm looking at the star card. You might be getting a message that something is over between your person, obviously. And, I'm seeing 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Let's see what's going on. 8 of Wands and the star card again. And even if the star card's not representing I don't know. But I feel like this is coming in because now I'm seeing like a shooting star. So this message is coming in. Let's see what's going on. And this message may have to do with this person coming towards you, telling you that they want to be with you, And I heard a success story today. And literally that's what happened. This woman manifested her person back. He became distant again, and she kept up with her assumptions that, of course, he wants to freaking be with her. And the next time he messaged her, he said, I got to speak to you when you have a chance. And he met up with her and said, I've, filed the paperwork. I want to be with you. So I don't know why. I just feel like this is that same energy. So this could be a really relevant message for someone watching. I hope it is. Because I hope, I want people to be happy. So anyhow, 10 of Wands with the star card. So I'm seeing, let's just see what's out here. The 4 of Wands is what I also saw there first. Ooh, we have 2 aces here. We have a Princess of Pentacles. Ooh, 7 of Cups. So there was definitely confusion in a situation. So this is what I get. For some of you, your person may not be married, but of course they may be married. But right now I don't see has like a actual solidified marriage. I see people that live together. I see people that have been holding off on making this decision forever. And maybe there was promises to be married here, or some of them may have been. And maybe that's part of the reason your person may feel bad or felt bad because, I feel like this has been torn apart now. Because, I made all these promises. This was the one I was supposed to do this with. I thought I could make this work. And it just didn't. So with the Princess of Pentacles, that I want to clarify. It just didn't. Not now. It didn't work now because everything's come down. I see someone at a doctor's office. They may be seriously depressed, and it may actually be, the karmic here. It may be your person, it may be the karmic. I don't think this is a happy scenario. So let's see. I want to know what the Princess of Pentacles is. Because, okay, yeah. So I'm just going to say what it is. I don't know who's good or bad or whatever, but I see a female here that's pretty hurt. And I see a masculine here who's also upset because this is over. It's time for him to leave. There has been endless amounts of confusion and depression. I'm not quite okay, there's that depression word again. So what I'm also getting here now, because this is looking like the doctor, is that your person has been, maybe the karmic was kind of depressed, or maybe the karmic even if they weren't depressed, the doctor, because it looks like, an elder that's helping and giving advice and, you know, trying to actually push this female to soar. So maybe this person with the karmic, they always wanted the best for this other person. They tried to get them to go off of the ground, but they just kept on staying in that one spot and not doing anything really, just becoming a physical burden is what I'm getting, a physical burden. So with the magician here, I don't know why I just heard like nothing can save this. That's what I'm getting for a description of the magician right now. It's run its cycle. We have 2 aces here, which is really interesting. I'm going to clarify how that relates. It's the ending of money, maybe is what I'm getting. Oh my gosh, guys, we got the death card. It's the ending of money. It's the ending even of, because I'm seeing the King of Cups here, but it's like, I almost get that same vibe, like the doctor vibe. Like, I did what I can. This person, this is someone who's like a fair, I'm getting this energy of like a fair person who really did wish the best. There's some people that care about people even though they're not madly in love. I kind of get that kind of an energy here, like truly cared about this person, tried to help them out as much as they can. But this guy, like maybe he's become sick, sitting, he's not running. The 8 of Cups here is awesome. The guy's not even running. He is like, look at what the heck I have created. And he knows there's no other option but to end it, not even to run away. There's one solid cup right in front of him, which is nice. But we have the 3 of Swords with that, right? So it's over. It's over for sure energetically. Okay, guys, I'm going to pull one more card, and I can't wait to get into the advice for you because this is what I got to tell you. 4 of Swords. Perfect. Hierophant, 8 of Swords. Listen, this relationship here is over, guys. This karmic relationship, it may have not fallen down yet. The person, like I said yesterday in yesterday's reading, she may not have packed her bags and got out yet. That might be part of the delay because, there's some people that will, he or she, because it's man and woman doing this, they'll be like, oh, like I have nowhere to go, or what can I do? And some of them have even dug their claws in there where they arranged some live-in, situation where there isn't even sex. But obviously, if someone's living in your house, especially an ex, you're not bringing anyone over, especially the love of your life. So some of them have got their claws here. But what I get in this, with this message coming up here, oh my gosh, guys, allow this to end this situation. Step away, because once it does end, once it does come to a completion, and what card is this? So yeah, once some healing is done here in this situation, lovers will be together. But I want to get into this a little deeper though, because the 4 of Swords came out. So that tells me your person needs to rest. They need to heal. They need to get over it. This is not someone who feels like they had a huge accomplishment. It's something they had to do. It was the logical, like, I don't always say go for your logic, but this couldn't be denied anymore. It's almost like this person took a good analyzation of the whole situation and was like, you're not flying. You're not going anywhere. Our masculines are great people, our divine feminines, all of us, right? Great people. They want everyone to soar. They want everyone to do their best. If the masculine in this situation is there just because they're a solid human being, like that King of Cups energy, like, I do love this person. I have love. I'm not in love, but I want to help this person fly. I want to help this person soar. And then the karmic didn't soar. The masculine's logical perspective is, it's me. I got to go. I can't be here anymore. I'm not even happy here. Now, this comes over. So we're done here. Okay. I need to tell you guys something because it's all connecting, because this comes over to you wanting your person to come in, right? Wanting a solid brand new beginning with your person. But you need to allow this to end and focus on yourself now, because you focusing on your person is actually, honest to God, what will push them away. They feel it in their bones. And I'm telling you, just go think about back when you're in high school, 20 something years ago, or whatever it may be. Some of you, maybe it's 10 years ago on here, right? Maybe 5, I don't know. But think back in high school when you were dating, and whenever you stopped thinking of the person, you're playing with your friend. Well, I guess you're out with your friends because you're not a kid. You're out with your friends having a great time. All of a sudden, the phone rings. All of a sudden, the message comes in. And I don't mean to say this to be manipulative, but I'm just saying, because I don't believe in manipulation. Today, I heard 2 females talking in the lobby area, and I guess one had separated from her boyfriend, and the other girl was giving advice to do something different, surprise him, don't call him, or something. And I get it, but it's not to do it for that reason. So what I'm asking you guys to do is to literally, since you know what's happening here, and we have known this for a while, you first of all got to believe it, and then you got to stick to it and say, okay, things are working themselves out so that I can have a brand new beginning with my person. These aces will be turned to positives, right? This connection can come together. Anyhow, let me get right to the advice here, okay? And we'll go back to the Empress after, and we will pull an extra card because it talks about that, because it talks about if you do want a child, pull an extra card. But what the whole point is here, and I hope I remember, I'll try to read the comments. Hi, Zines. Thanks for joining me and us. See, I can't look over there. It just distracts me. Okay, yeah. So the reason I'll pull the extra card is because we will get an extra message, because that message is here. And the funny thing is, guys, when I saw the message coming up, I just don't want this book to fall, cross my legs. I was like, you know me, I always tell you, like, I wanted to put it back. I'm like, what does a baby have to do with this message right now? Like, you can't have a baby. But no, I will say this. Part of that message is, if you do have a child, a great thing to do right now would be focusing on your children. Okay. So, and, not giving parental advice. I'm just saying, because you have to start doing things you're passionate about and that you love, right? I wrote down a few things to look into. You can look into them. Look into getting in touch with your soul. And I was surprised that there was lists of things you can do. A lot of it just involves doing things you're passionate about. Lightening your load of food you put into your body, just to allow like your chakras and all the energy to kind of, you don't need to have your gut all gassy and everything when you're trying to like be zen. Just take it light. And that in itself is a practice of self-love, to just give your organs a break, drink more water, vegetables. Let me see what else I wrote down. So I wrote down detach and go within, like that to be a theme. So when you're going within, what would you normally do? You could even exercise. What else did I write down here? Oh yeah, gratitude. So you could do actual written gratitude. It's basically do what you love and do it with your heart. Okay. So I said, what can the feminine do in this time? Because what the whole point is for you to get more connected to yourself, to your soul. I think I brought out examples of what I do. Yeah, sometimes. And I'll tell you, I'll show you, I forget and improve. So this was my first painting on here. Okay. I just was sitting there. I'm like, what can I do? And they started getting better. And now I have other books as well. Right. And I just like practice my own little type of style. And I call it the figure 8 style. The whole paintings are pretty much done with the little figure 8 or big figure 8, though it just looks like brush strokes. And I'm like, everyone has their own style, and it's a way to escape and just connect with your Empress self. Okay, so here's the advice that we got. The first card, I know that this was the first card, so I'm just going to mention this first. Yoga and exercise. This is when I was like, ooh, this is going to be perfect. These messages are going to be easy. No, this is pretty much the easiest one. So things you can incorporate into your life, because meditation is on the list as well. As much meditation as possible, even if it's 5 minutes here and there, okay? Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now, okay? So then, here came the baby. Your children are on earth in heaven. Your children here on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So maybe some of you you know where this story goes, right? And obviously, gosh, I'm just going to say, just okay, well, I just got out of breath with that. So I'm sorry if you lost a child, and that could be something that you have to work on and heal and let go. That would actually be something great for you to focus on right now if you are going through this chaos of twin flaming. Okay. So the thing that I loved about that is another card came out. It is a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these challenges. Sorry. So I like this because it talks about giving birth to a new idea. Okay. So for those of you that are not pregnant and didn't relate to that message, it's all about giving birth to a new idea. The other card that came out, so we have this one as well, but I'll read this first. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. So I feel like this is where you're leading to. This is where this whole little detox or cleanse or whatever you want to call it, this gateway opening to you becoming more in tune with you and learning more about yourself and birthing new ideas within yourself. I feel like that's what this card is representing. You're going to be flying high. Do not let anyone, not that anyone's going to, because you're going to be chill. I like when you're just chill, no one can really affect you, and you'll be strong enough at this point because you will have been exploring your creative endeavors, and you'll boost your own self-concept. So we have Crystal here. She's the first name I brought up. We also have Aisha, Opal, Ray, and Aurora. Have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can see. So my interpretation of this for you while you're doing this inclusive work, this self soul searching or connecting work, is it's not to focus on, oh, this will work out, oh, this is gonna be fine, but it's just to know that in the background. Always know that in the background. Don't doubt that. Also set it in the beginning. Be like, I'm going to take care of myself right now. Sorry, I don't know why I keep on choking. I need my juice. 1 second. Okay, there. Better. Okay, so I'm going to go, just remember I was saying I'm going to go focus on myself right now. Okay, so anyhow, before I lose what I was saying with the creativity and getting back into your pursuits, I forget what that last sentence was. Anyhow, we'll move on and I will figure it out. So you got these cards as well, which thank goodness. The relaxation card was one where I'm like, okay, so obviously take some time to relax. The next card was clear your energy. If you guys want numbers, 49 and 16, we have be candid. So really be like straightforward is what I get from that. And tell me what you think, not what you think, but what is your interpretation of candid? Because I actually didn't get to look up the factual interpretation of that. So for me, I just look at it as being frank. I don't know if I'm right or wrong there. And it says promises of the future again. Okay, so it brings me back to that energy here. Oh yeah, I remember what I was saying now. Because this whole promises of the future energy, which is number 8 as well, which is great, and the having faith energy because there's something positive coming. I just feel like this is stuff you should already know. I don't think you should be focusing on this at this time because this is almost still focusing on your person and being like, oh, everything's going to work out with us, and then we're going to come together, us. You actually, truly, if I don't choke again, cough, you actually truthfully have to fully 100% disconnect from your person. I was just about to say that person. Yeah, that person. You got to take them off of the pedestal. 1 second. For some people, I think that they feel like the masculine has so much power or energy or something, because sometimes I think, like when I'm at my beautiful little place, I'm like, oh, like I used to think like he almost wouldn't fit in here. And it's so funny to even think that. And I'm like, excuse me, like I shouldn't fit in here. My energy is bigger than his. I really took him off the pedestal and put myself up there. And it really did work. I'm telling you, it really loosened some things up for movement and for communication and for coming together more than before, much more. So the last card here, empowerment. And I didn't mention that, I forgot to, but it's actually the real important card here, because this is about self-empowerment. And here is that birthing of that new idea within you. It's really actually special. And thank you for all the likes. So I pulled a card from the animal deck I have. I don't know what it's called. And I said, what animal can the divine feminine use for advice or embody, or, you know, whatever it may be? Got the humpback whale. It says singer. So it says, sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. That was so awesome. I didn't even know that last little sentence there. I just read the first line about the world energy. And that was what got my attention, because I thought, perfect, like divine feminine, focus on things you love. Here it is, literally align with your purpose, do what you love, and you will, like, it will all come together, especially when you do what you love. And I'm not talking about your masculine, I'm talking about you, because once you come more together, miracles happen, right? And I'll use an example as my friend. He's out of work right now because he was doing security, like high-level security at clubs and whatever, these special little events. And so the point being is that now he's doing a lot of petitioning. He's against what's going on. You know, what he's petitioning for is actual, whatever, it doesn't even matter. We're not going to get into his politics, but he's beginning to petition, and he goes to all the events, and he's met a lot of people that he believes in. And what I was thinking, I'm like, wow, I'm like, now he's following, because he's always been that person that speaks up about health, and he's very informed. He does tons of research. And I'm like, wow, like, him following his petition to stand up for his beliefs, I could see that actually leading him into a high-level career, like maybe working with these people or for these people. Maybe they would rather have a security team that believes in what they say 1000% and actually, does what they believe in. And so that's an example of following what you love and then watching things just magically fall into place, okay? So for these cards, these were the first two. And then I just pulled these others because we still needed a few more descriptions. So this was perfect, though. You got Liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns, okay? So for me, I just really take the Liberator energy. 1 second. Okay. So I take the Liberator energy as, standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in. I hate that this has a little dirty mark on this girl's dress. I just feel so bad, and I just notice it so much lately. It drives me crazy. And the other energy is Scry, preserving knowledge and information. This could be all about yourself. This could be you journaling. This could be you. You know what I think of when I think of that? Like writing some things down that are going to be important one day. Like I made a whole bunch of hot sauce today. I did a lot of cooking today. And one thing I wish I had done is written down my grandma's recipes. And some people, and I just said to myself, well, my grandma wasn't that person. Like she didn't really have a recipe for one, and she didn't really feel like explaining herself for two. You kind of just had to watch her. So I'm like, whatever, Jen, but still I'd recommend it to other people. So maybe there's special information you want to keep like in a special spot written, everything is on digital discs and stuff, but we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe like, who knows? Maybe we won't be able to use them for some reason, but you'll always be able to read a piece of paper if you can read English or whatever language whatever you're speaking. And that's another thing. When you do affirmations, it was brought to my attention, and I think it's actually true, that do your affirmations or your positive self-concept affirmations in your language. And I never thought of that, but I'm like, you know what? It's true, because if that's your natural language, that's what you do it in. Like, don't try to do it in a different language. Even if it's your second language, like do it in your truest form. Okay, so the next card that came out was the Prince. So what I got from this, it says romantic charm and potential for power is to treat yourself the way you would want your masculine to be treating you, because you're not supposed to be thinking of your masculine at this time, and I know you obviously will, so keep your thoughts. But like, honestly, guys, if you really want union, like, I know it's hard to say this, but you kind of do got to get obsessed with yourself. Because I want to say, I know like you're going to still think of him, and it's true, but can you just take like a few, just a little bit of time to yourself and put yourself on the pedestal? It's very important. And I hate to say, like, don't think of your person, because I know it's impossible, but really every time. So when I was learning about all of this stuff a few months ago, like seriously taking it serious, one thing I started doing, it was like for a week, basically, because I had to clear my energy and really focus on my self-concept and rebuild that first, because you need to be confident in how you look at yourself. Or, no one's going to give you what you want. But if you do the work on yourself, then you can start focusing on creating the stuff with, external stuff like your masculine and da-da-da-da. But so one thing I did is whenever I'd want to call my person, or I'd want to ask his opinion, or invite him for dinner, or say, let's go do this, I would literally like erase that and say my name. Like, I'd be like, Jen, do you like this? Or Jen, do you want to go here? And sometimes it was annoying, I remember, because sometimes I'd be like, oh, but yeah, I do want to go. Or yeah, I think it's cool. Or yeah, I like the taste. Like, I'm just conversating with myself. But eventually I kind of just realized, first of all, how much I want to talk to my masculine. like, that's too much. No, it's too much. So get obsessed with your friggin' self, honest to God. Most people not most people, but a few people I know that actually have union, they have their own goals. They have their own things that they support. They have their own dance classes they take, or whatever it may be, and they do it regularly. And no one, not just a masculine, not even their mother, is going to take them away from that, because it's what they're passionate about. Okay. So, and even setting some time, like my person sets Sundays to himself. He does accounting on this day. I get it. But like, I hear so many people invite him out and he's like, sure. And then he's like, when? And they're like, Sunday. He's like, that's accounting. Like, that's my day. Like, and that's really, that's amazing, because I have never seen him deflect from that. Like, obviously he can incorporate other things, but he definitely has time for himself once a week, which isn't enough, to be honest. Okay. So the next card we got is these two came together. I feel like the Virgin came, after the Prince. So I didn't really get that. But, the description here says maintaining symbolic purity of the heart and spirit. So these are energies to embody. These are, things to look at, see how they relate to you. Maybe that's something you want to do. Maybe you want to just baby yourself or just care for yourself. Maybe just maintain a pure mind right now. Maybe, don't have sex right now, or don't plan to have sex for a while. There's actually, I don't know, I spoke to someone and it was a man, and it's not a creepy thing at all. Like, he was not trying to hit on me, but he was explaining to me he hasn't been sexually active for I don't know how long. But he said he would have, like, he was doing it for reasons, energetic reasons. And he would have nightmares of like the devil trying to get him to touch women, like all of this stuff. So then he took it on like such a challenge. He's like, I'm not doing it with anyone, type of thing. Like, he has no interest in it. He wanted to get deeper into this energy. So I don't know. I haven't talked to him in like a while, but I just found that to be so interesting. So now the next card we have is the Queen, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So maybe there are some things you want to stand up for. Maybe there are some things you want to do during this time when you're focusing on yourself, okay? And the next card, and I love it because it came right up behind the Queen, is the Divine Child. And this is like the happy child card. There's some other ones that, aren't so happy. But this talks about innocence, purity, and redemption. suggests a special connection with the divine. So this is just back to basics, getting connected with your truest energy, to be honest. So I want to just read over the Empress energy to remind you and to show you how it truly does relate to this. I think that this is a beautiful energy to embody at this time. Whether you're a mother or you don't have any children, you still can also birth a new idea or a new energy about you. And, I'll just tell you, like, I watched a video yesterday, a YouTube video. You guys can watch it. It's, I think it's Brazilian jails. They have once a year, they have a fashion show. I know it sounds weird, right? But so the thing is like everyone dresses up and they were so high vibe. It was really interesting for me to see because I think it was just, I was meant to watch it for the message. So they were so happy. Like, I don't know, they got to see their parents. It was like a day of freedom at the jail. I don't even know if it's at the jail. I think they actually took buses somewhere. It's this huge ordeal. They work out all year for this in jail. Okay. Like they actually make the inmates, they still work out in Brazil, apparently. I didn't know that. So anyhow, it's part of the routine for our jail. So anyhow, the thing was they were so high vibe. And then the next day you go back to jail, right? Like, or that night you go back to jail, you wake up. And I just remember the vibe. Like I turned it off right after because that was all I needed to see. And what you want is a state of mind. And you want your person back in your life. And that's a state of mind in itself, right? But what you want here is actually personal liberation and confidence. And this is a state of mind. And you got to get to this state where no one is taking this away from you. Even if you had to go back to jail. Like I was thinking to myself, if those women truly knew the truth about the law of attraction, and they went back to jail and they just still kept their high vibe up and still started like visualizing and keeping on their what they desire. Honestly, I 1000% believe they could have changed things around. And I'm not saying they'll get released from prison for no reason, but maybe they'd get released early. I actually heard someone telling a story about how a teacher, how he had a friend that had to go to jail and he was supposed to get multiple years. And he just, did his affirmations and did his things and kind of said it and almost forgot about him because he thought he went to jail because he got charged. Like he actually did go to jail, but it turned out he only had to do a few months. So I'm just saying, like, setting intentions, it really can change things. Okay. So yes, it's a beautiful thing. The Empress walks in her wondrous garden with her beloved daughter following in her footsteps, okay? And what I get from that message here is all of you, whether you're mothers or not, and even if you're mothers, on top of it, people will be watching you and they will be admiring you and following in your footsteps, literally learning the ways of the court and the most benevolent way to rule the nations under their family's authority. Upright, this card represents fertility, political connections, and material wealth that comes from the riches of the land, water, and sky. The Empress indicates a person who is attractive and very creative. Rejoice, your love life is going to improve in ways that seem to show the guiding hand of a master artist. In your quest for love, you can expect either to meet or be a person who exemplifies some of or all of these qualities or those described below. If it is you that is to emulate the Empress, then you need to go and give birth to something that has never been birthed before out of you. The Empress symbolizes Mother Nature giving birth to the natural world of love, peace, and beauty. If your question was about having a child, the answer is a very fortunate one. To make certain, pick a second card. So I will do that for anyone that needs that second card right after. If it is the Princess of Shells, the answer is almost certainly yes. Imagine that. Making art or inventing something is similar to giving birth. So you may meet an artist or innovator. Your love life and relationships would benefit from your beautifying from your beautifying your appearance and or that of your home. Remember, you got a card about exercising, guys. Not only that, you can manifest better skin. You could focus your energy on that. I did it, and I swear I noticed better skin. But you guys didn't see my blemishes because they were really like personal and up close ones. But I fully see a difference, and I actually have spoken about it for like the last week whenever I've saw anyone. Like, do you notice my skin? So yeah, why not focus on that, right? So anyhow. So your appearance or that of your home, you can always focus on your home. I've been doing that as well, inside and out, or ways you might ordinarily consider, in ways that you might ordinarily consider too expensive or luxurious. So I don't know, but why do I want to say purging? Spoiling yourself. Okay, buy flowers for yourself and expect to receive a beautiful bouquet or gift. And you know what? That is actually I'm going to pull another card. That is actually a great practice to do once you do this work on yourself, even if you just want to manifest it. I did it. I wanted my person to buy me flowers. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just start buying myself flowers because I love flowers. And I used to buy them for myself all the time. And guess who started buying me flowers? My father. It's really bizarre, but my person and my father have a connection. They don't know about it. I know, but it's bizarre. Like sometimes I'll be, not now so much, but I used to want to manifest my person, and my father would manifest. I'm like, okay, whatever. And that's okay because I love spending time with my father. Why am I feeling that this is the card? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm going to pull another one, but we still will. I don't know. There's a reason that you guys. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. So someone is sad. Oh my gosh. But we have happiness here. But like, what the heck? Why is someone sad? You know what trips me out a little bit about this deck, but I love it, is the sword energy is actually quite positive, which is really not what I'm ever expecting. So I'm going to tell you what we got. Okay, we'll look at the positive one, after. You got the 3 of Wings, which represents, sorrow. So let's see what we're getting into here, okay? Where am I? So it's blue. We'll see what the message is. You always want a beautiful message, but sometimes we need to get these ones too, just because. Okay, so the answer is no. Well, of course, if you're not feeling good, everything's going to be a no. You need to come to terms with an old hurt. Guys, this is crazy. Or broken heart. This is nuts. Okay. Not doing so may prevent the experience of a healthy relationship. Guys, it's interesting that I was talking about my father, right? Like things like that can be connected to your relationships, your mother, your father. While you're clearing out this stuff, why not nitpick at those little tiny thoughts that may be holding you back from union? Okay. So let's see what this says. Not doing so may prevent the experience of a healthy relationship. Now is not the time to detach from your feelings, but a good time to get in touch with your pain and sorrow. Pretty much, right? And cleanse it, clear it out, like forgive it, okay? What do I want to say? Like almost rewrite your story, okay? In touch with your pain and sorrow. Though life is sometimes very sad, recovery can and will occur in time. It takes faith, self-love, and kindness. Count your blessings. Forgive yourself and others. Give yourself credit and endurance that will also help strengthen and resolve to make choices that honor your emotional needs. Peace begins with where your expectations end. So I'm getting multiple messages. Okay, some of you honestly might have lost a child. Okay. Just because of what's coming out there. So you could be so sad and brokenhearted. For some of you that want a child, it might not be the time to have a child. And now what I'm getting stronger than anything is you lost your person. I don't know. It was almost like losing a child in the sense that you thought this was going to be happening. You thought this was growing. You thought like you were nurturing this. And for some of you, that's why you you are feeling this way. Okay, so let's see the other card that came out, which is really nice. It's patience. Like you're heartbroken about this. Okay, so patience. Let's see. So beautiful energy switch up here, just like that, right? Just heal. Like, don't ignore your pain. If anything, what I do if I have a pain body, that like at this point now, because I'm done with like, I've done the work, guys. So do the real work. If you've already done it and then you have a few other things, I'm like, no, no, no. Like I correct it. Like that is not true, Jen. You know that's not true. Like forgive yourself for that and let it go, Jen. You know, I just talked myself out of it. So far it's working. So the card that came out is yes, if you're patient. A woman stands motionless, carefully balancing a paper lantern at the end of a stick, hoping to attract a golden bird to the seed she has placed inside it. Okay, guys, I just have to pull this out because I feel like this is a message for someone and I do not want to forget. This was my fortune cookie yesterday and I keep on hearing this message and I know it's for everyone. It says, don't give up. The best is yet to come. Okay, guys, so just, I don't know, but before I forget, I have to say that. Okay, so let's try this again. So hoping to attract a golden bird to the seed she has placed inside it. This scene symbolizes the quietness, okay, necessary to attract good fortune or good relationships. Be still, balanced, and patient. If you were going to say or do something important and that might have significant effect on your love life, drawing temperance upright is an indication that you should wait until a more auspicious time. Now is not the time to be impetus. I don't know that word, but maybe it's like impulsive almost. So if you were without a partner, the upright temperance card means relax, be patient, things are good, everything's working out. Letting things happen on their own time is an essential step on the road to your spiritual development. And remember, another meaning of temperance is your spiritual development that is going to bring you true love. Oh my gosh, guys. That's what we're talking about here. That's crazy. Okay. Like, I'm sorry. I'm telling you how to get with your person right now. I'm telling you, because I was guided to pull these messages for you on what to do right now. There's something happening on the 21st of this month, and it is not from a tarot reader. It's from someone who's actually a master manifester. He is on YouTube. His name is Justin. You are the creator. I think he's like, you create your future. Like, I don't know. You are the creator. I'm pretty sure you are the creator. He has like over 1 million followers. He today, from his nice little home, he manifested like the perfect home. He mentioned the 21st. He is not into astrology. He said energetically there is going to be a huge shift on the 21st, and he would suggest from this time until then, you sort yourself out and also forgive everything and everyone. That's the number one thing, okay? Sorry, guys. I'm just like all over the place because this message is crazy. Okay, so let's see. If you're okay, letting things happen on their own time, essential step to your spiritual development. And remember another meaning of temperance. It is your spiritual development is going to bring you your true love. Wait for a little longer for that certain person to make contact. Interesting. Let complexities work for you. A lot of people need to hear this message and they're not going to listen till this part, which is sad, but it's okay. You're meant to hear it. You're here. Whatever you do, don't rush it. Do it at the perfect moment. Learn how others timed their plans and emulate them. Interesting. If you are in a relationship, things are going to work out for the best when you, your partner, or both of you are willing to be more patient and accepting. 2 attributes of true love. 2 attributes. Number 2. So channel your energy privately into making plans and making lists about what you want and don't want. The results of your planning may surprise you. Beautiful. I can't, take it in. If you're going to write stuff out, I would suggest writing out what you want for yourself, like in yourself. There's no focus on the masculine right now. if you want to have this connection, like this card is saying, this represents, which I never heard that definition, but I will use it. Your spiritual growth will lead you to your love, as well as just working on yourself. So the beautiful thing, so, someone's here feeling some heartache, some Three of Swords energy, sorrow, but you got the Empress and the Temperance here, okay? And we have the Six of Roses. So let's see what this is going to tell us. This is about victory. Beautiful. Yes, victory. You are a winner. If you've asked about another person, he or she is wonderful. Your victory will last longer if you really want what you are going for. Share your success. So what I get from that, though, like, go for you. There you will get everything, okay? Share your success with a loved one and position yourself for the next blaze of glory. It may involve a big party or celebration. The spotlight will be on you. So appreciate this happy time. You are feeling charismatic and ready to make important decisions about your future, but keep in mind, others involved may not be feeling so worthy. Hold on. Before I lose this, hold on. What was I getting here? No. Okay, this is about a state. This is about a state of mind. So this I feel will be when you're with your person, when this union happens, when you've had your spiritual victory and everything starts working out for you. You're going to be in a state of mind. If you want, you could always embody that state of mind now. That's the message I'm getting. Like, just to let you realize what a state is. Okay, so charismatic and ready for the future. Okay, so keep in mind, others involved may not be feeling so worthy. Be sensitive to their feelings and know that your path to success has made you a more caring person. You're going to touch other people by doing this, Divine Feminine. I really, I don't know what the word is. Like, I want to persuade you or like push you to be motivational when you're out with people now. Like, if you see someone that's down, because you're going to be high vibe. And if you see they're like a little bit down, just even a little inch lower, you say to them like, hey, like, how you doing? You look great. Or your shoes look great. Or I love that haircut. Or I love that haircut. Or twice, right? Style, hairstyle, hair color. Just do it. That's what I'm getting. Like, just do it. Bring people up around you and watch how things change, okay? And really treat yourself good, because it's interesting that they mention splurging and buying yourself flowers for your home. And then you have this energy of a masculine bringing flowers. Like, if that's something you want, maybe that's why it's coming up here so much. Go and do it. Go and do whatever you got to do. But they also talk about in different ways here, birthing of new ideas, right? And also letting go of a past heartache, whatever that may be. You need to go and dig within you, find whatever that little past heartache is, and don't put it on a pedestal. I know it hurt you. Part of getting in touch with your soul on that list I was telling you about is letting go. It says right here, what did I accept your past, accepting the past. So it's just like, it happened. What can you do now, right? It's time to do what benefits you moving forward. Do things that will benefit you moving forward. Think thoughts that will benefit you. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I know I talked a lot. I'm not even going to promote that I have a Patreon channel because that annoys some people. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to come on here. Like, I'm in for lockdown, so most likely I'll be home around this time daily. I thought I would do like 6:30-ish times, but it looks like it will be earlier. So tomorrow it might be even earlier, 4, because maybe I'll get to show you guys the beautiful sunset I view. And who knows what we'll pull cards on. This was meant to be. This was definitely, I was guided to do this topic. We'll see what comes to me tomorrow. I recommend doing some meditation tonight, keeping yourself hydrated, eating light. I started working out in bed. I just put the band around my leg and I'm like doing dings or like whatever. But it works because I'm feeling my legs hurting. So thank you for everyone that's booked. I've sent out so many Let me show your pictures. Thanks, MXS. I sent out so many readings as of today. Well, like I sent out 4 maybe. So if you booked them within the last couple days, then they'll be coming probably tomorrow. And yeah, check out my info's below. My specials are on my website. And I just hope you're all doing well. I hope this really helped you because it actually helped me too. I just love the way it tied together, and that lets me know that it's advice we can really use, that we're meant to get right now. And it was exactly what I intended advice for, was for you to get closer to your person. And the best advice of all is to go within. But then we're like, well, what do we do when we go within, So that's why I pulled this. So it's like, well, what do we do? Well, apparently we work out, we birth new ideas, and we get creative. And work on our appearance, in our home. So that's going within. Okay, that's going within and accepting the past and accepting things that broke your heart and forgiving yourself for being that person back then. And, just forgive yourself. Okay, guys? Bye for now. Thank you.